Hey everyone, welcome to Chess with Bill. Let's get a 5-minute game on the board. So for today's video, I'm going to be less focused on a particular opening or just looking at one game and talk more about the direction of the channel. I really had fun uploading the last couple of videos, and I obviously want to make some more, but I think I want to add a little more structure to what I'm doing. I have a personal goal of hitting 2,000 on my Blitz rating before the end of the year. And to do that, I'm obviously going to need to study books, lectures, etc. And so I think I'm going to turn this channel into something of a review channel where as I go through those different resources and kind of get a feel for what's helping me the most. What?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, mother.
Well, possibly a very quick first game. Okay, let's move on to game number 2. So as I study those different resources, I can report back and talk about, how much information did they have? How easy was it for me to absorb the information and then put it into practice into games and start really tracking.
Well, we're waiting.
There you go. Add a pepper. And start tracking, what resources significantly moved the needle on my rating, and hopefully it will provide kind of a more streamlined approach to anybody that's maybe an average to below average player and move them to a good player. So I know what you're gonna do, but I don't know what to do about it. There you go. So I know he's gonna come down here and we'll just do a little takey, but let's see how it goes. So this is against Alcino Correa. All right. Well, if you want a pawn, you take a pawn. Let's do this first. Let's defend my pawn before I go too crazy. Okay. That's a pretty standard move. Hey. Decided to do a little doubling. Okay. Let's move over here. And then we're just going to move back here. I wonder if the F3 move is an indicator that they are going to castle on the queen side. It's going to take them a while to get there, but the reason I say that is F3 is generally considered a pretty tough move if you're going to put your king, if you're going to castle on the king side. Okay, what do I want to do? So if they're going to do that, then maybe I fianchetto my bishop so that it's already pointing in this direction. Yeah, I think that is what they're going to try to do. Okay. So then begs the question, what do I want to do with my king? I think I'm still just going to castle king side. And just, hope that I've got enough things. What? Well, my plans have gone awry. Okay. Let's get my king nice and safe. You see a pawn, you take a pawn. And Yeah, okay, good. So I'm gifting them this pawn for that trade because I want to get these two pawns moving up, the E pawn and the D pawn, and I want my rook to be lined up with their queen. So let us... Which way do I want to march? This way? Nah. Do I want to take this pawn? Kind of. So if I calculated this right in my head, I'm going to trade a pawn for a minor piece. A totally good trade. That's if I calculated it right in my head. That's kind of a monster if at this point. I wonder if they're going to let me, I wonder if they're seeing it and they're going to let me just continue to... Okay, so they did decide to let me just march forward. So now we have to make a decision. Do we want to take... Yeah, I do. I do. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. And off we go. I wonder what they're considering. It would be... Yeah, okay. I was going to say, it would be tough for them not to take that. So normally you want to keep your king tucked away nice and safe, and I know that there's an offering here, but they were going to get a pawn either way. So let's start by moving this, and then now we're just marching and marching. So we're going to see where that lands us. All right. Good game. Good game. Okay. So one of the things that I feel like hurt me when I initially started playing chess is that I became very enamored with bullet chess. It's super quick. It's fun. You get to play a million games in an hour. And I became good at it. And the way I became good at it was, playing hyper aggressive, erratic moves, fighting the clock. Okay, I know there's no way we're not going to get this, but I'm going to try for the trap. Come on. Come on. Ah, boo. 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 So if they had played b5, there's a really famous Queen's Gambit trap. And, it's a really famous trap, so people tend to see it coming. It's not a huge deal that it didn't work out, but it's kind of a bummer that my E pawn is on the 3 square, not the 4 square. Not the end of the world, though. It's just a little bit tougher for my dark square bishop to get out and about. Okay. So the idea here is going to be, you've got my bishops pointing in the right direction, and similar to the last game, if I can strengthen these 2 pawns and get them out on the march, we should be just fine. That was, to me, a bad move on the part of Doma, because this now looks like a natural move that I don't want my bishop to be blocked, but their bishop is completely blocked. So, I'm not quite sure where they're going to go from here. And now, so I'm doing this as sort of like a feint where I'm going to make it seem like I'm coming way up here, but really I'm trying to get right over to the h7 pawn. So they figured it out. Now we can be a little less subtle. They kind of have to take that now, right? Like, I just get that piece. They can't move anywhere. All right, good game. All right, up against Spyro. Spyro Grigori. I like that name. Okay. All right, one last try. Come on, come on. Yes!
We got one!
All right. So, the way to execute this trap is to go... Oh, well, that didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to. Let me just get 2 pawns now, which is still good. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't exactly the full trap on display. But, they're still all messed up, and that's good. That, I don't think, was the best move. Okay. Do. Okay. Yeah, you can't defend that, you silly goose. What are you doing? So I'll probably call it a day after this game. Now we're just going to get their queen, and this is going to be over. So although the trap didn't go exactly as planned, the trap still worked 100%. So good game. And I'm going to sign off now. But again, the next video, you should expect to see a review of either one of the books that I got recently or of some chess lectures that I've researched that look to be pretty promising. So look forward to sending some new video or putting some new videos out there in the very near future. Hope everybody has a fantastic start to their new year, and I'll talk to you guys soon.